push the buttons.
Hey guys, I'm Ian. Welcome back to Camp for All Chopped. This is our second episode. Last time, unfortunately, we saw Abby get chopped. As our contestants made an entree with sort of 4 secret ingredients. Same format today, but we'll be doing breakfast instead. So we've got another different 4 ingredients. And we'll reintroduce our 2 contestants.
First up, we've got Alice. She's ready to go for breakfast. She's had her coffee. She's good to go. And secondly, we've got Jacob. Breakfast is his favorite meal of the day, so he's looking forward to this challenge.
Yeah, this one's for you, Molly.
And now, we'll have Jacob introduce our secret ingredients. He's going to introduce our first secret ingredients. Jacob, Alice, go ahead and remove those bandanas. Take a look, and Jacob, pick out a first ingredient to show us today.
We got some corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob. All right.
Okay.
Should be fun. Alice, how about the second ingredient here? Artisan cheese. Awesome. That's great. What else you got in there?
We got some pure wildflower honey.
Yeah, locally sourced honey.
It's good for the allergies.
That's right. And what else? What are you looking at there, Alice?
Yucca, right?
That is a yucca root. That's correct.
Hey.
What can you tell us about how a yucca root tastes?
It feels like a stick. I'm assuming that it tastes similar to that.
That's great information. I discovered they existed yesterday when I bought it. All right. So the contestants have been introduced to the ingredients. There's contemplating going on. Everything's getting ready. We'll start the clock here in 3, 2, 1. 30 minutes has begun. We are off and cooking with our 3 secret ingredients. Let's check in with our last chopped contestant, Abby,
Hello.
to get her thoughts on this.
Yeah, I'm very excited
Challenge
today
today.
to watch. Right, Alice just looked like her face was quite interesting. Yeah, I helped pick the ingredients this time, and I am grateful I got chopped. We'll put it that way. I hope these two are successful today. I think it'll be a very entertaining 30 minutes. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Alice is getting ready here. What was your impressions of that yucca root so far?
I gagged. So, not great.
Get a look here. Jacob's working on his yucca root as well. Jacob, what's the... and almost loses it off the table there. Jacob, what are your impressions of yucca root so far?
I mean, it doesn't taste like anything. So I don't really know yet what's gonna happen.
Excellent. All right, let's meet our judges. First up, our camp director here at Camp for All, Kurt Podeszwa. Kurt, what are your favorite breakfast options?
Well, I loved omelets. I'm a savory person, so I like eggs and bacon, and these are some interesting ingredients to make breakfast with.
Awesome.
Guys,
I'm not sure what's going on over there.
We're gonna check in with Jacob over here. Jacob, what do you got going on over here?
I don't know.
he just put pasta in. Just put pasta in.
I'm going with pasta.
For breakfast.
It's breakfast.
Breakfast
I like this
pasta.
That's a bold choice.
This is more stressful than last
As I said, I'm glad I got chopped.
What are your impressions? So you're working with the yucca right now. What are your impressions of the other ingredients?
I don't really know what I'm gonna do with honey.
Okay.
I think I should do pretty much everything else, but I don't know.
What were the biggest surprises as you opened the basket?
This giant stick.
Excellent. All right, Alice has got a myriad of ingredients on the table now. Alice, what are you planning to do with all of this?
I'm gonna make some corn cakes with corn and honey in it, like pancakes sort of. And then we'll find out what happens with the cheese and the yucca. Right now I have the yucca root in the water to see if that makes it taste different. Experiment, you know?
All right, our second judge today is Indigo. Indigo's got her coffee bright and early this morning. How are you feeling about these ingredients today?
I mean, I was feeling good until like the pasta went in the water, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go now, but I'm excited.
Awesome. And last but not least, we have Salem. Salem, impressions of how the contestants are working so far.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited to see a corn pancake and whatever Jacob is gonna do over there.
Oh my gosh.
We do have Brooke has told us that she's stressed out for both of y'all. An interesting mix of secret ingredients, she says.
Like lots of
Yeah, just to give you some background information on the ingredients, they were all impulse buys. I didn't put a whole lot of thought as I walked through the store into what I was buying. Just kind of grabbed what looked like a challenge, and I think I succeeded.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a full light.
I'm still trying to figure out what tastes
Could I?
I'm gonna see, okay, I wanna know if the heat changed the flavor.
That was an aggressive bite. Oh. It's very chalky.
It's like a chalky potato.
Oh, you know, it's not bad though. I kind of enjoy that flavor. I'm interested to see how they do it.
Salem's face says delicious right now.
It's not terrible.
No, it's like coconut reminiscent, perhaps?
Yeah, but less sweet.
Yeah.
This is one quantity.
Jacob's still breaking down that yucca root. Check in on the time. About 5 minutes have gone by, and our contestants are still doing battle with their yucca roots.
Jacob, it makes it a lot softer if you boil it. If that's what you're going for.
Taylor says they are like potatoes.
Jacob, what are you making?
And Anna says, Ian, that you need to try it. You buy it, you try it.
Oh,
That's what she says.
I agree with that.
We'll see who has some left over. I don't want to take...
Here. I'll cut it.
That's for you. Hot stuff first.
There you go. Just take a nice little bite. Yum.
I don't know, so far it seems like we've got a lot of Team Jacob. I see David Garcia giving a shout out to Jacob as well.
That's okay. Yes.
I've tried it.
I do like the sportsmanship
Taste?
of Alice helping Jacob.
What are your thoughts, Ian?
Tastes about like nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's raw, so I don't know if it'll change
You want to try the cooked one?
or transform. No, that's fine. I don't want to have too many impressions before the judges try finished creations.
Ian, will you touch base with Jacob and see what he's making over there? I'm curious.
Jacob, the people want to know.
The people.
What do you got going on over here? It looks like you've broken down most of that yucca root and your corn.
It's a good question. It's still really low. It's just probably just gonna get thrown together into something.
Excellent. Looks like you're working with some of your tube of artisan cheese there and hitting the spice rack.
Should all get a big enough onion?
Well, it was the biggest one we could find.
Alice, we got a lot of people joining. Can you reintroduce our 4 secret ingredients?
Yeah, sure. We've got some yucca root, corn on the cob, local honey, and artisan cheese. Velveeta, original.
And you're grating, what are you grating down there?
The yucca root. It has a good coconutty flavor, so I feel like it's going to go well in the corn cakes that I'm making.
Again, I think one of the things that Alice did last time that was interesting is she put all of the ingredients into one thing. And it was a success for her last round. So it'll be interesting to see. There is definitely a risk-reward balance there.
Salem, you've started to see how the contestants are incorporating their ingredients. Well, you started to see how Alice is incorporating her ingredients. You started to see Jacob cut up some ingredients. What are your impressions so far of how they're going to utilize all of their different ingredients?
Yeah, I'm excited to see how the corn and the yucca taste in the pancake together. That'll be an interesting flavor, I'm sure. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what Jacob decides to do. He's got a lot of things from the pantry over there, so
I'm excited to see what Jacob's gonna do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Jacob's excited to see what Jacob's gonna do too. So
I do just want to point out that we're about 10 minutes down, so it's about time for Jacob to decide what he's going to do. Jacob, what ingredients have you started cooking so far?
Pasta. I'm about to cook
What pasta did you go with there?
some elbow.
Oh, so like elbow macaronis? Oh, there's some bacon
Oh yeah, some bacon.
hitting the cutting board there.
I don't know. I think I'm going to try and make a sauce with some cheese and honey. Okay. And butter. We need butter. Jacob, can I just chop off a bit of that butter?
She filled me in. She's making a sauce with the cheese, some butter, and honey. She's concerned, but hopeful.
Aren't we all?
Well, these lovely individuals are the one eating it today. I'm just enjoying my time as a spectator today. So.
That's actually really delicious. It's amazing what sugar will do. It's really sweet.
Molly just commented, "Go Jacob again," just knowing that you've got that fan club. I also saw somebody named Emily just join. We don't yet know who she's rooting for, but
Alice, what are you going to pick off the spice shelf over there?
Maybe some cayenne pepper. I don't know. At this point, I'm just gonna throw some stuff together and we're gonna see if it works. And it might not. And that's okay.
yeah.
Jacob, you seem to be going for the everything in the bowl strategy. What are you envisioning now?
I think it's some kind of breakfast mac and cheese with like a hash on top. I don't know. We'll kind of see what it goes.
Interesting. Just gonna take the audience over to the bacon grilling here. That is the most satisfying sound in any kitchen. Just bacon. Just wow. It's hard to describe smells, but if you could smell that, I just want to hang out over here basically the rest of the time. Indigo, how are you feeling about the two creations we have going on right now?
I'm feeling more confident. Like it looks like things are happening. I'm not sure what things, but like things are happening now. So I feel like we're going in a good direction.
The room now smells like bacon, and that's always a plus.
Yes.
Absolutely. Salem?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how the Velveeta is going to be used.
I think
It's not my favorite.
oh yeah. The artisan, you don't like the artisan cheese?
So,
What's your favorite cheese?
anything that's not Velveeta.
Big fan of cheese whiz then, huh?
Actually, no. Maybe
Like,
that's
there could have been a step down there, you see? A can of artisan cheese might have been worse. That's a good point. I do notice that Alice likes to bake in the competitions. That's one of the things that she seems to do, which makes me think about desserts. You know what dessert is the perfect dessert to eat in bed? A sheet cake. Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Yep.
I liked it.
Laughing at my own jokes. Thanks, Abby. See, Abby's gonna laugh now that she's not under the stress of cooking. So at least I've got one person laughing. So.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, Alice is a big fan of baking.
16 minutes left. Almost halfway through our time here. And we still got contestants trying to figure out what things taste like.
Yeah.
What have you created here?
It's a pancake with corn and yucca, and the yucca like melts a little bit and it adds sweetness. It's good. But it took like 30 seconds to cook, so I gotta wait on that for at least 10 minutes.
Jacob, what do you got going on over here?
Bacon?
Little bacon, little pasta still going on there.
Yeah. Still going.
What have you incorporated into your bowl of mixed ingredients here? So there's some spices and stuff in there?
Yeah, so just a little bit of seasonings, the corn, the yucca, bell peppers, onions. We're going to see how it goes.
Are those like big pieces of onion in there? Oh, okay.
They're smaller. They're just kind of clumped together right now.
Gotcha.
A little bit undercooked, but
We'll see how it goes.
very yucky.
What's in there? What's in that bowl?
Yucky.
Vegetables.
It's earthy.
It's not bad. It's not
Just your standard mixed veggies. So I think I know, but just confirm for the audience, how are you going to incorporate your Velveeta today?
With the pasta.
Yeah, that was coming.
I brought some cheddar as well. So not just Velveeta.
Wow. Wow, some two cheese cheddar, the less sophisticated cheddar with the more sophisticated artisan cheese is what you're saying. Yep. Abby, we're about halfway through the contest here. You're not competing this time.
No.
How has the experiences been different, observing and competing?
Much less. Alice's sauce is interesting. It's much less stressful. I'm personally feeling very calm today, so that's great. But yeah, the contestants I think are doing a really good job with the ingredients. Sounds like Jacob is making some sort of breakfast mac and cheese. Is that right?
Yep, that is.
Okay. That's good. I'm a big fan of mac and cheese, so I'm excited for that. I'll probably try a little after it's over. But yeah, again, I'm grateful I'm not a contestant. If I was, I think I would have gone with like an egg scramble, just kind of thrown all the ingredients on there. So probably wouldn't have been great, which is why I got chopped. So, the judges had some foresight. So.
Alice, tell us about. There's an update on your sauce.
Yeah, it's in the trash. It looked chunky.
So we're gonna put
It
sauce
looked
in
really
quotes
cool.
there.
I realize.
Hey, we do have a Team Alice.
We do?
So
Lindsay is Team Alice.
we are
Thanks, Linz. Love you.
reassessing the use of what ingredient are you gonna have to incorporate now that the sauce is
Velveeta. What am I gonna do with the artisan cheese? Well, okay, so I think I'm gonna have to use 2 types of cheese. I think that I'm gonna have to pull a Jacob.
Hey, Ian, you have been asked to repeat the secret ingredients for people who are just joining.
Absolutely. So they're hidden in all of these fantastic recipes, but we got a little bit of yucca root still sitting on the table there. That was one of our secret ingredients. We also had honey, locally sourced honey. Corn on the cob, which has been decimated into both pancakes and a little vegetable mix. So not much left to see of the ingredient tables. And then the last one was, and Jacob's about to use it right now, it's Velveeta. Delicious.
You put the whole block in it. I mean, sparingly. Sorry.
I mean, to be fair, as much as Salem hates Velveeta, that's how much I love Velveeta. So
So it's a good mix.
yes.
I will say
Not
that,
everything's about Salem.
that I just got called a comedian. So that's a bonus. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Most people don't. Most people groan.
Was it a family member that called you that?
Well, yeah, Camp for All family. It was Justin.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Hi, Justin.
Hey, Justin. Thank you for that compliment.
Yeah. I'm slightly concerned now about your taste in comedy, but
But it's similar to yours then.
I mean, I did laugh. I did laugh.
I mean, there is
I
that.
don't know if all your jokes are that good, but I
Well,
appreciate
but
that.
you know what? Do you know what you get when you cross an apple with a shellfish? A shellfish?
I do
A crab apple.
not. Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Yep.
All food jokes all the time, right here.
I don't have any.
It's smelling really good in here.
Alice, it appears you've turned to the trusty help of the microwave. What do you got here?
Well, I'm gonna try and make a sauce again, but this time I'm gonna do it in the food processor. So I'm gonna slowly stream the melted butter in, and hopefully then it won't split as easily. Plus I put cheddar in as well as the Velveeta. This could be a disaster, but I'm gonna make the sauce like the least important component.
About 10 minutes left to go. It's getting to be crunch time. Jacob's creation on the skillet. Everything's cooking with about 10 minutes to go. Salem, your impressions? Do you think time may be a factor here towards the end?
Maybe, yeah. Especially, I mean, he got his pasta in early, so Jacob might be good. And it looks like Alice's pancakes cooked quickly, but when I try to plate and get it all together, we'll see.
Yeah, presentation is one of the factors, so we'll see if they have time to get all of that together.
Do you want to talk about all three of the factors for those people who are joining us that we're judging on? Yep. So presentation is one that Ian just talked about. Creativity is another one, and taste, obviously. So we are excited to see how these dishes turn out. I think they both have some creativity going on, so that's going to be interesting. Now we'll have to see how the taste is with their presentation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, Jacob, walk us through what you got going on right now.
Alright, so the pasta is done, but I don't have a strainer, so I'm moving it out. And I'm going to get everything ready. I think I'm going to mix it together with some cheese here once it's completely melted, and then start getting it ready.
I like the adjusting on the fly.
Did you just see that? Did you tell her? Molly said she can't wait to meet you, Jacob. And she wants you to cook her dinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
That's an honor too, because Molly was mentioned.
Anna did point out that Salem obviously also enjoys playing you
Me?
Yeah. Anna.
Do you have a favorite joke?
Oh, I do have a favorite joke.
Alice, I'm guessing this is not just a dirty plate that you have picked out over here.
Dirty plate. Oh.
Oh, Ian, you're gonna hide it. We're gonna hide the sauce because it's chunky.
Literally hiding the sauce underneath. Interesting choice. Definitely gonna, I think, add some points for creativity.
What do you know about eggs?
It's gonna make some kind of like from the top. You know, poached. No.
Okay. This is interesting.
Jacob, what do you need to add butter there to? To make what?
Eggs.
Eggs. Oh, yeah. How are you going to incorporate eggs into this mac and cheese creation?
Top it with a fried egg.
Wow.
We're getting there.
Eggs, bacon. This is a classic American breakfast right here.
Yeah, just a little chopped twist.
Tasting goes along the way, so I've experienced that.
What's our time, Ian?
We have 6 minutes left.
Oh, 6 minutes.
Oh my gosh. That is. I'm a little anxious now, so I don't know why. 6 minutes, I mean, that is. You got a lot of work to do in 6 minutes, so. Hopefully they get it done.
What would you say is the biggest challenge to get done in 6 minutes for each contestant?
Well, it looks like Jacob's got most of his stuff going. Like the pasta looks like it's got the sauce and everything now. She's touched an egg. I'm not exactly sure, but if she's making eggs, she's got to get that going. And I think same for Jacob, if he's doing eggs as well. I know they cook fast, but that 6 minutes will sneak up on you. At least it did for me, so.
Alice, looks like you were covering your eggs there in a makeshift fashion.
Yeah.
I like to see how the contestants are using creative solutions where there are no strainers over there for Jacob, no way to cover her pan for Alice, and so she adapted. Can I get a look at your skillet there? I think you're calling it a pancake?
It's corn cake.
Corn cake
Yeah.
coming together there.
Okay, I don't have a lot of time, so this is just gonna have to go.
Potentially undercooked, but we'll see. audience get the action shot.
Yeah.
Now, tell me if I'm wrong, but that's considerably bigger than the last one.
Yeah, you know what? Size doesn't matter. In corn cakes, in cooking. At this point. I don't
Jacob, all of these creations are just making a ton of noise, and I'm loving it.
That's what I'm about. I'm about
God. I think everyone can feel the suspense of Jacob struggling with this egg right now. Oh, he's got his arm in the way. Jacob checking his timer. We'll check it with him.
What do we have?
3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. And those skillets are working. We are still... Looks like Jacob's starting to plate some food here. I would say that's what you could only call a generous helping of mac and cheese going on Jacob's plates right there.
There we go.
Judges, I can only say from my own look at each of the contestants starting to put food on the skillet, put it on the plate, is there will be plenty of food. You'll be eating a large breakfast.
All right.
Exciting. Very hungry.
You're very hungry.
For this, I don't know. We'll find out.
Jacob, how are you incorporating the honey here? I see it sitting on your table. It's the last ingredient sitting on the table over here.
It's in with the vegetables.
Interesting. Have you tasted those? Did it come through, you think?
No idea.
Excellent.
Did not taste.
1 egg down.
Just assuming expand.
I'm assuming 2 to go.
Almost done.
All right, as soon as you do that, I'm going to get a look at the plate. Those vegetables steaming. You can kind of see the yucca, some big pieces in there. Interested to see how that turns out. Alice's presentation coming together here.
It's on the edge of the table. Right here. Oh, crap.
Your breast is safe, though.
They don't get broken.
As you can see, Alice missed,
Unfortunately, we know how
was-
sanitized the
was-
tables were,
was-
so we're good to go.
was looking over at Jacob doing his thing, and she missed the plate.
50 seconds.
Can't get distracted by your contestants.
50 seconds.
Time. Woo! What's that?
Coming down to the wire. Only a little over 30 seconds left to go. Jacob's still doing battle with an egg.
An egg and a...
Alice doing battle with an egg and a corn cake.
20 seconds.
Ricky says that you can give me the plate that the egg dropped on, so...
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Utensils down.
There he is!
Everything down.
Nice job.
Everything plated.
No, honestly, every time you throw it. Like, it works out, but like,
I don't know if this is gonna work out, guys. I don't know about that sauce.
Jacob, I gotta tell you, I'm not one of the judges, but this
I'm
looks
very excited.
absolutely delicious.
I hope it tastes good.
Yours will.
I
Mine's questionable.
Who's going first?
I don't know. I'm gonna finish making the pancake batter while y'all decide.
Okay, one last time, remind everyone how you incorporated all 4 ingredients into your dish here.
Alright, so in the vegetables, I incorporated the corn and the yucca fruits and the honey. So it's like sweet and spicy vegetable mix. Hash, I don't know what you want to call it. And then the Velveeta with the mac and cheese. Throw fried egg on top.
Alice, how did you incorporate all those ingredients?
Sorry, I just looked at my plate. I made corn cake, so it's a pancake with corn and yucca and honey in it. And then on the bottom of the plate, there's a cheese sauce with Velveeta and cheddar. And then there's an egg on top. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, let's do this. Judges, which plate are you wanting to judge first?
I think we're gonna go with Alice.
All right,
We're gonna start with Alice.
we're gonna have Alice go first.
Well, there you go. Hold on.
While those judges take their first bites, we'll check in with Abby again. Abby, you've seen the completed process for both contestants. What are your impressions?
I think that they're both. I'm a little concerned about the cheese sauce on Alice's plate. I did taste it and it was interesting. So I'm curious how that will pair with her corn, yucca, honey pancake. But looking at the judges' faces, it seems like they might be enjoying it. So yeah.
We'll get a look at all of the contestants enjoying this dish, or perhaps not enjoying it. I don't want to put words in their mouth.
What do you think?
Be honest. Be brutal.
Or they will be.
I think that the size ratio of the egg to the pancake is perfect.
It's a good size.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really think it's perfect.
I got you. Sam?
The corn and yucca pancake is really good. I really like that.
Yeah. I think hiding the cheese sauce underneath the corn cake was a good idea because it does add flavor to it, but it doesn't add aesthetic to it. So I think that was really good. I was a little concerned about the egg on the side being kind of a throwaway to breakfast with the corn cake already, but honestly, it fits in good when you eat them together. The only concern for me is that my corn cake is a little undercooked.
Okay. Thanks, guys. This one's overcooked, so. Yeah, I'll edit that.
Our judges came hungry today, which is good.
Here, I'll move these. Okay.
Jacob bringing over his.
There you go.
Just want to take one last look here so that our audience can see.
I'm not gonna lie, when you threw the pasta in there, I didn't have a lot of hope for you, but like, I'm impressed. Surprised and impressed. Anyone else?
Yeah, yes. What do you think, Salem?
I wouldn't have thought to do a breakfast pasta, breakfast mac and cheese, but it's actually pretty good. And it does feel like breakfast because you've got the peppers and the onions and the egg on top and the bacon in there. So
How's the yucca coming through?
Actually, I think the yucca is one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, for sure.
It's cooked well. It does taste like a potato in there, so it makes it gives it that potato consistency, and it did get cooked, and I can tell that it's there. So that was really good. Any Any downside, Salem and Indigo, you would say?
If you want to,
Taste there's a lot of Velveeta in there. I tasted a little, but I don't personally terrible.
not her favorite ingredient.
Not my favorite ingredient, but it's not awful. But there's a lot of it.
I personally would like the bacon to be cooked a little bit more to incorporate with it.
Deliberations made.
And it's got a little spice, a little heat to it as well.
Yeah, I wanted to add just like a little bit of heat because I put honey in there as well.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
What
How
if
is-
that made it spicy?
How's the honey coming through on both dishes so far?
I think you could definitely taste the honey in Alice's dish, in the pancake, but I think she put a little on top as well. Is that correct? Yeah. So it added up just a little bit of sweetness in there. And I think in Jacob's you can't taste the honey as much, but it does balance the spiciness. So I think that's what it kind of does in his dish.
I would agree.
Alright.
All right.
Deliberations
Let's,
made.
Deliberate.
It is. So our contestants will leave.
Jacob, you want to try my pancake? I want to try mac and cheese. Okay.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
You know, I don't even like mac and cheese. You look good.
All right.
Well, this is going to be more difficult than I thought.
I thought it was going to be really straightforward at first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was leaning that way with her plan. I think the creativity of making the corn cake, I think that was definitely a more complicated dish, and she executed that piece of it really well. Mine wasn't as cooked. I think that had more to do with the time, because it looked like your guys' got it cooked all the way through. So,
Yeah.
other thoughts on Alice?
No, I really liked her corn pancake. It was really good. The cheese sauce, if you get like a lot of it, it was like too much, but she spread it out kind of nicely on the plate, so it wasn't super overpowering.
I think Alice didn't do as good of a job with the cheese sauce, but I think she highlighted the honey more than Jacob did. So, and what about Jacob's?
I was really surprised by this,
Yeah, me
that he
too.
was able to make a breakfast mac and cheese.
I think that also goes towards the creativity because I didn't think it was going to feel like a breakfast, but it is.
It does feel like a breakfast.
Yeah.
I think the egg on top makes a difference with the yolk into the macaroni and cheese and veggies, and I think he did a really good job with the veggies, and especially the yuca. That tasted really good. And after that first taste, I didn't know that it was going to be able to taste good, so I like how he highlighted that. All right, so I think we're gonna take a little time to deliberate some more off camera.
Yeah,
And
we
then
will.
We'll let you know when we're ready.
We'll go check in with our contestants to see how the process went here. Squeeze through. All right, guys. The judges have had their conversations. You guys have submitted. How did you feel about the overall difficulty of this challenge compared to last time?
That was a lot harder, and yeah, I think the best man won in this instance. I don't know yet, but I know.
I don't know. I'd probably say it was as difficult, maybe a little bit more difficult. But it's in the judges' hands.
That Velveeta really threw me.
Yeah, so let's talk about each of the ingredients. What were your initial impressions of each ingredient, and then how difficult did it end up being to work with each ingredient?
I think Velveeta, literally the only thing that went to my head was mac and cheese. How that happened. The yucca, I would literally just try to treat it as a potato. That's the only thing I could think of that came from it.
Yeah. I feel like the corn and the honey, they're both really sweet, so that came pretty naturally and easily. And with the yucca, I mean, you treated it like a potato, I treated it like a coconut. And I feel like it can go either way, so that was fine. so many sauces and all of them broke. It's okay. All right.
Yeah, I was especially proud of the Velveeta. The yucca root, the Velveeta. Yeah,
You're just proud of yourself for all of it.
yeah, it really was. Deliberations made? I don't think so.
Oh, are we ready? Oh,
No.
Okay.
They'll come get us.
They're not ready yet.
Our contestants are eager to find out, for sure.
That's why you came out here.
Yeah, to get us.
No, just to like talk to you guys right off camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Jacob did a great job today. You know, he really like thought through all of the ingredients instead of just like, I don't know. He did what he does best, which is good cook. I mean, he does a lot of things well. It's not just cooking, but yeah.
You're also a good cook.
Wow, the sportsmanship.
Why we're, facing off in fight. That's the picture we wanted. But it's okay.
Instead, we got one with Abby cropped out of it.
But it was fun. Again,
Yeah. I would do
How is time a factor compared to last time?
I definitely was affected by the time a little more this time, mostly because it took me a while to actually decide where I was going to go with everything. Last time I finished kind of early and just kind of had to wait, but this time,
I think last time it took a little more. This time it was like, I was like, oh, 30 minutes, cool. And yeah, sure, at the end I rushed, but that's just kind of my thing.
They're ready for you.
Cool.
I tried it. It's good.
I like both.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So this was really hard. It was a kind of a split decision for the panel here. We all had some differing opinions, but
I think this was even more difficult than last time, and I think one of the things for us that we were talking about was your plan going in seemed like the direction we were leaning, and then you pulled something together at the end and kind of working halfway through. Your process, I think your process of thinking through everything and making a plan was completely different than Jacob's process of cutting things, and then after he got a bunch of stuff cut, then he made a plan, which I think is a different process. I think they were both very successful. So we kept eating and we kept trying each dish to see which one was going to go the best. So this made it a very difficult decision. However, we did come to a decision. Alice, you have been chopped.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
I honestly think it may have come down to notice that there's less on there because we did have to try again. I honestly think that it came down to the best use of all the ingredients. And I think because both were very tasty dishes, we did, one of the things we talked about, Jacob, with yours was it felt like a home-style, home-cooked meal. And none of us, the creativity for both of you were right at the top. It really did come down to taste at the end. And that's why the panel split a little bit, because they like different things. So thank you guys very much.
All right, Jacob.
Good game. That was fun.
good job.
Impressions? Big winner?
Wow. I really didn't know if I was going to win or not on either time. So this was a surprise.
Awesome. You want to sign us off?
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. We really enjoyed you being here. Stay tuned because we're going to have Chapter 2, Judges.
Wow. All right. We are out.